Now here's a story that's developing this week. India has reached out to several countries to designate JeM Chief Masood Azhar as a global terrorist by the United Nations. The clock is ticking. The deadline for the UN Security Council Sanctions Committee's act ends in 48 hours. India's efforts come weeks after the Pulwama attack in which 40 CRPF men were killed. India has since launched airstrikes on terrorist camps of the Jaish-e-Mohammed in Balakot in Pakistan, preemptive strikes based on intelligence. India has already reached out to the US, Saudi Arabia, the UAE and Turkey. The US has backed India's efforts. The issue featured in last night's meeting between India's Foreign Secretary Vijay Gokhale and US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo. During this meeting, both India and the US called on Pakistan to act against terror and dismantle the terrorist infrastructure on Pakistani soil. Besides the US, Britain, Russia and France have already issued their support to India in the matter. But the role of China is crucial. So far, Beijing has stood in India's way to get Masood Azhar sanctioned. And today, China issued an ambiguous statement on this issue. On the 2067 committee, the Sanctions Committee, China said that it has adopted a responsible attitude and that a solution was possible only through responsible discussions. China also insisted that its stance on this issue is consistent and clear. The country wants to mediate between India and Pakistan. New Delhi is not going to engage in talks over terror. And New Delhi has maintained that Kashmir is a bilateral issue. There is no scope for third-party mediation. It is India's position that talks and terror will not go hand in hand. Besides, China may be just protecting its business interests, particularly ensuring the safety and security of its much-hyped China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, CPEC. For years, India has been stepping up the heat on the terror outfit Jaish as well as its chief, Masood Azhar. China had put a technical hold in 2008, in 2016 and then again in 2017. On all three occasions, India pushed for the terrorists listing. If India manages to get Masood Azhar designated as a terrorist by the United Nations Committee, it will be a diplomatic accomplishment to say the least.